From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here at my bar, of course, at Tommy Mac's, where he just likes to have a conversation with people. It's like having beers with strangers, talking about things that are going on in our market and beyond. Brought to our good friends at Dasher and YOLO Rum. This time around, we're talking a little bank fraud. Yeah, a little bit of that, a little auto racing, and a little bit of pistol training out there. So let's get into it with the panel. Ritesh Mohan is back. Mohan is back from Bank of America. How are you?
Good. How are you?
SVP of Fraud Detection.
Yeah.
Holy cow! How rampant is the fraud in the banking world?
It's changing. It's increasing day by day with the Gen AI and new tools that hackers have now. It's a challenging world out there.
Coming from all angles, I got to imagine. Not one specific. Like it's all over the place.
Yeah. It's not just fraud from your banking transactions. It's fraud from all over. Fraud from stolen terminals at merchant locations.
Okay.
It's fraud from people pretending to be, not a legal merchant, not a legitimate merchant.
Yep.
So it's like underwriting fraud.
Unbelievable. What can people do themselves, to mitigate some of that or minimize that as best you can?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Use the most recent and the most technical ways of transacting.
Okay.
Use chip cards.
Okay.
Chip credit cards. Don't swipe your card at a merchant location.
Okay.
Use Apple Pay or any other electronic form of payment more.
Venmo? Is that okay? That's secure? Okay, that's more secure?
Yeah.
Than like an ACH withdrawal transaction?
Yeah, a plastic card is always vulnerable to skimming.
Okay,
so
got you.
When we do a Venmo or any other cardless payment, it generates a unique ID for you every time. Okay. So your card number is not disclosed at any merchant.
Okay, great idea, great advice. Thanks for being here, really appreciate it. Bill Slupski's here from End Alzheimer's Racing.
Yes.
Fantastic. So you're a auto racer.
I do some
race cars.
I do some racing myself, cars and racing go-karts.
Okay, cool.
But more importantly, we're a nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit here in Jacksonville. So combining two passions. One, my passion for racing, and two, a passion for helping others.
Okay, wonderful.
And Alzheimer's Racing started back in 2019, just after my father-in-law passed away from Alzheimer's disease.
Wow.
And racing is an expensive sport. And wanted to do some good with it instead of just spending money on racing itself. It was, let's have a mission and purpose.
Okay.
So started the effort. It's been a small effort, but growing to try to raise awareness and raise money to support Alzheimer's. Yeah. So we work directly with the Alzheimer's Association in their Central and North Florida chapter right now.
Yeah.
Plans for the future in terms of growth and going maybe a slightly different direction, but work directly and partner with them right now to raise funds. And in the short time we've been doing it, $25,000+ raised to support it. And
congratulations, that's awesome.
Been able to reach a bunch of people at the racetrack. That's a key part of it. The money's important, but letting people know the statistics. 7 million folks here in the United States alone have Alzheimer's disease. Kills more than breast and prostate cancer combined. So letting people know so they can take steps, they can plan for it, memory care, et cetera, for themselves and loved ones.
That's great.
So that's what we focus on.
How can people find you?
On our website, endalzracing.org.
endalzracing.org.
Right.
Great.
So we have all of our information, pictures, highlights, video highlights, and then also how to help, how to get involved, how to donate money.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's a great cause, man. A great idea. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Really neat. You never know who you're going to meet at my bar, which I love. Dallas Mills is here from Echo 22.2. Is that right?
It is.
Good to have you. Thank you for your service, former Jack's Beach police officer.
Thank you.
Now retired, and now working with Pistol Safety.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So majority of my students, either they're curious, they want to pick up a handgun, but they don't have any training and experience. So I do a beginner's class. I could go over some different options for them to explore as far as caliber, what would be a good fit for them to get to try the handguns out. Of course, we go over safety procedures, all the fundamentals of shooting. So they get a pretty good 2-hour class. I go over into Castle Doctrine, Stand Your Ground, Being a retired officer, I'll get into some scenarios. So they come out of there. I want them to be competent to where they can go. If they already have the firearm, they know how to use it, to load it, unload it properly. If they walk into a range somewhere, that they can operate there safely and practice on their own.
I tell you, what's going on out there, you can't blame people for wanting to be more safe and keep themselves safe. I'll tell you, for me personally, I do have a handgun at home. I had it in a safe, not together, right? I had the chamber, the magazine loaded, but not in the chamber. I moved it to a closet where nobody could get it, right? Now I'll probably have to move it again, but my kids are all older. But it's still not, but I keep feeling like it's getting closer and closer. Not to where I'm going to carry it, but just closer to me. I don't know. Is that a fair...
Yeah, absolutely. And there's some nice options now where you can do these. They're almost like a hideaway safe, right next to your bedside. You can either do like a thumbprint to get into it, or a quick, 4-key entry. And it's right there, and it looks like a clock, or it could charge your iPhone or your watch. So they're very user friendly, and it's even closer and secure.
Cool. Well, great to have you guys all here. Before we wrap up, real quick, best part of what you do?
Helping people learn how to better defend themselves. My mission is to train law-abiding citizens to be able to stop the threat.
Awesome.
It's touching base with folks that have been impacted by Alzheimer's disease, like my family has, and hearing their stories, and then being able to ultimately help them and make people aware of the impacts of the disease. Great.
Ritesh, last word.
Yeah, I'm glad that we are able to help people protect their money and stay on top of the game, stay a little ahead of the hackers.
Absolutely. Nothing worse than someone taking your money. That's right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate that. Check out their profiles, this conversation, and many others at the DailyNewsNetwork.com website. Till next time, stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Even though we do have two different liquors, it's still one name. It's YOLO Rum, and at the end of the day, it's how you feel. And YOLO Rum, you only live once, and that's more prevalent. That's becoming more prevalent as far as the attitude and the mindset with how people live their lives. And it's not about how it used to be as far as people doing dumb stuff out here. It's more of they're understanding the value of their life. And if we can bring that presence of the meaning behind life and what it means to fulfill whatever you need to fulfill in your life that makes you feel enjoyable about what you're doing, that's what YOLO will bring out as well.